What's this thing on? Yeah, where's my coffee? My name is Van der Poegert, and this is Finding Frequency. So how are you feeling today? Are you feeling anything? For us, we are still in our self-isolation. Wifey's been working the whole day, really keeping busy, and I'm really impressed in the way that she's focused and really motoring ahead. Their company is definitely making the most of this opportunity to work remotely and keeping things going. So it's very encouraging. On my side, I've slowed down a little bit because we also lost our babysitter this week. Don't worry, she's okay. It's just that she has some other things to do or to take care of, and we are kind of sharing the load with the 3-year-old, which is interesting because the little man can only watch so much SpongeBob SquarePants at one time. Also felt a little bit sad today because in two ways. We were very excited because we had a phone call with Oma and Opa, Grandma and Granddad, and it was good to see them. Also, just to catch up with what's going on in South Africa. And yes, we are worried about them. We want them to be safe and we don't want them to be dealing with this corona nonsense. And then on the other side, it's always hard to say goodbye to them. But then also, as we were sitting on the couch today, my son watching his cartoons, he turns to me and said, "Listen, Daddy, can we go to the play place?" And then his latest freak out is one of these trampoline places where you go and you wear these weird socks and you jump around like a crazy man. We only took him once, but it left a real impression on him. And can we go to the jumping place? And in both cases, I had to say no. How do I explain to a little man like that we can't go there? It's not accessible. In fact, I doubt if they're open at the moment. I hate this situation. I know there's a lot of people actually encouraging and working from home and photos and references and help and support, and that's all good and well. But I'm not entirely sure, and I'm not saying this is a negative thing, that we truly understand the impact of what this little bump on the road is going to have for all of us. Simple things I only realized this morning because I looked at myself in the mirror and I went, man, I look like Kenny Rogers without the beard. Rest in peace, Kenny. My hair is getting long. And in fact, I had a hair appointment booked for next week at Old Blade Barbers, one of my favorite excursions into Warsaw, to go sit with Piotr and have a bit of a chat and get my hair sorted out. That ain't happening. The cancellation came through this morning. In fact, along with the cancellation, because they use this kind of global booking system called Booksy. The system automated a request. Listen, support small business and perhaps give them a tip. Of course I did. I'll support them, without a doubt. Their service has been great. They're great people. So I gave them the maximum tip I could. But then I thought, I've done my share this time around. But what happens next month? What happens the month after that? I feel for them. But I also see it on my side, in my own business. What's going to happen in month 2 and month 3 and month 4? It calls for entrepreneurship, but entrepreneurship is easier said than done. The last couple of weeks, in fact the last 2 weeks, I've tried to get my head around this whole idea of entrepreneurship. I had a long conversation with my cousin about this whole idea of entrepreneurship myself. And I realized that for years I've been a leader in a lot of companies. I've managed a lot of things. But I don't think I've ever really been an entrepreneur. The entrepreneurs were the people who hired me, the people I worked for. The people who were working on their business, not in their business. And even though I've been trying to make that shift to being an entrepreneur the last couple of months, I don't think I've been super successful with that. Am I giving up? No. But I also know that making that shift is going to take a little bit of time to get there. And perhaps there isn't really enough time to do that. But then again, what other choice do I have? It's not like I can go out now and hand in my CV and go and find a job. Not that I want to. I know I'm rambling on a little bit, but I think at the end what I'm trying to say is that I think this is going to become more and more of an entrepreneur's world. Someone who goes out and really finds the opportunity. Once again, like I said in the previous episodes, seek and show up. I like to show up, but I'm really bad at the seek. I sometimes show up when people don't need it. And then I'm disappointed when people don't appreciate what I do. This coffee is good. How are you doing? Have you been reaching out to loved ones? Have you been checking in on them? How do they feel about this whole global craziness? Do they even realize that something's going on? Anyway, let me not keep you. I've done enough of that. And hopefully I've not made you negative or sad. It's just, I don't want to lose track of what is and what might be. Because that will drive the decisions I make today.